Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Wellness Oracle Guidance. I hope you are doing well. I am Vanessa and I'm going to do collective love reading for your sign. Keep in mind it is general, so it might or might not resonate with you. If it doesn't, please check all of your signs related to your personal relationships. If you don't know what they are, please check the description box below. All the information is there. The way I'm doing the readings here, this spread is showing the dynamics between two people. So I'm going to talk about the situation, then we're going to look at the general energy for this reading, and here's your guidance. We're going to see that at the end of the reading. If you wish to follow it or not, that's up to you. But first I'm going to talk about the messages that are channeled. So first of all, before I get into that, I'm gonna situate what is going on here. So I'm feeling that you're still mourning a past relationship with a very significant person there. I feel they may have cheated on you, or they may have done something really wrong, and they are stuck. They feel that they cannot come back to you for some reason. And on your side you're trying to move on, but it's hard because you feel like it might be difficult to find someone you might love as much as this person, so you might choose to have some short-term relationships, or something that is not going to go long term, but still you're trying to remain open, but it's kind of hard. But in the end, I do see you opening up to new love that may be sustainable. Okay, so that's the main energy I'm getting here. Okay, so you might feel stuck right now, but things are changing. Okay, so the messages that came through. First thing that I saw a robin with two throats, which is very unusual. Usually I see a perfect robin that has nothing wrong with it, but here this one has two throats. So what it's telling me, you might be talking to yourself about the situation, or you might see things in two different things, or not knowing what to do, going one direction or another, or maybe you're trying to talk yourself out of something. It's like you have two voices in your head, and you might how to say this, you may tell yourself two different stories about what you wish or what you want as well, and it might confuse you. It's like you're saying two different things at once that are incompatible. Okay, so you need to get more clarity about your situation. Be very crystal clear with yourself about what happened, what is now, and what you want next. Okay, you really need to do that. I think that's why I saw that robin. So you need to get clear on something and don't mix two things together. Be super clear here. The next thing I saw a play in a theater, and it was the Swan's Lake. So if you don't know what the Swan's Lake story is, I recommend that you go and check it out. I haven't seen the play myself. I saw bits and pieces of it, but I know mainly what it's talking about, as I had to kind of use that story for theater myself. So but what it is saying to me here, the Swan's Lake, I'm feeling this is about, maybe someone said that they would love you forever and ever, and actually they kind of went astray, or they kind of put a dent into that promise, and they can't come back to it to repair things, or there's something like that. That's what I'm strongly feeling here. So go and check the Swan's Lake story, and see what part of the story is actually feeding your own, but I feel that there is something that might be very representative of your situation there. The next message I saw a dolphin jumping out of the water, and right behind it, when it went back into the water, I saw a rainbow with all the colors. It was beautiful. So it might sound a little bit childish, like that kind of view, but that's what I got. I'm feeling here because dolphins, they're very happy animals. They love to play. So this is talking about you being more playful. You need to be if you are not. Dolphins are also polygamous. So maybe you need to try and date other people to find out what kind of person would actually suit you out there, meeting more people, and maybe opening up to new love, that would be good to you. And I feel that you might find your happily ever after. The rainbow reminded me of the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups actually came out when I was shuffling the cards. So I feel that there might be something really good for you emotionally if you do open up, okay? Next message, I saw a cupcake on a board. To me, cupcake is about creating something on your own. It's about you knowing your basic recipe. But I saw the way you decorate the cupcake. It kind of changed. I saw the cupcake changing. So it's about unleashing your creativity. You have a strong base. You know the recipe, the basic recipe for making the cupcake, but then unleash your creativity around that. The sweet moments that you're creating, make them fun. Put colors into it. Mix in with like fun people. Do things that really speak to your soul here. So it's about really having those little moments and enjoying them. And the basic recipe for that. So do that, but then let your creativity unleash. So that's what I got there. Next thing, I saw a bunch of white birds on a thread, and the thread was being moved by the wind, but all the birds, they were holding on tightly to the thread with their wings open, but they didn't let go of that thread. So I'm feeling here, white birds usually are a message of peace. So maybe you want to either bring peace into a situation, but you're not letting yourself do that, or you're not letting go of something that is hurtful to you, and you don't want maybe peace to be brought in for some reason, because you're too angry, or you have some resentment, and you're like you're not letting go of that situation. So that's the kind of feeling I was getting there, okay? So if that is so, let it go. You're bigger and better than this situation. If it happened to you, if someone was not loving you the right way, or did you wrong, you are better than that. You don't have to play small like them. Just rise above the situation. Say, I don't need that kind of people. I need people that are on my level, that are higher, that are better, and just let it go this way. Move on to something better, and peace will set in anyway if you do that, okay? Because if you keep holding on to past stuff, it's difficult to move on to something better, okay? So now in your cards, okay, let's see your person's thoughts. They got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I'm feeling here this person is thinking about what has happened between you two. And I think they're replaying this on their mind, how it went wrong. And they're playing it again and again. And how I'm feeling they feel like they are cursed or something, like something went wrong. They might have done something that was not good, and they regret that, and they're playing that over and over on their mind. But yeah, it's like something they have to learn from that. But I'm feeling like they are needing to have closure on that. Okay, it's like still on their mind, and it's probably they thought they were doing something good for them, but it kind of went wrong in some way, and it's like the karma came back into their face or something like that. In their heart, they got 8 of Swords. They feel stuck. They don't know what to do, and they feel like they can't love you, but they can't move on either way. Maybe they went on to somebody else, but it's not working out, and that's why they're realizing that, you know, whatever happened, you know, it wasn't a smart choice, you know, and they feel stuck because they lost their real love, and the other person might have left them as well, or something like that. There is something that went wrong here that they're playing over and over again. In their intentions, they got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So they're not in charge of creating the reality that they want. It's like they feel like things are happening to them and not for them. And they might pretend that everything is fine, but it's not. Okay, so they have the intention maybe of trying to pretend that everything is okay, but I don't feel it is. Okay, they might want to work on making a situation right, but it's not gonna be easy. Okay, and they know that. Okay, in their actions, they got the 2 of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, here it can talk about you know, really parting once and for all. It's not about reuniting. This is about really, you know, parting from each other. This is not being in phase with oneself. So this person might feel like they're not in their shoes, or they feel like, you know, they're walking beside their shoes or something like that, you know, if you get my point. I feel that this past experience, have thrown them, you know, like, has thrown them away, or they feel like they're out of balance here. Okay, so I don't feel that this person's gonna try to come back, because they feel that they can't, but they're still replaying things over and over again. They're gonna pretend rather than saying, right, I did a mistake, and, you know, I'm sorry and I deeply regret that. No, they're not gonna do that here. They might try to just let it go, because, you know, their pride might be too strong to come back as well. Okay, on your side, on your mind, you got the Chariot in the reverse. So you might feel stuck because of the circumstances there, like you can't have success or something like that. You might feel like you know, if it's about the situation with this person, you might feel like something has gone wrong and it's irreparable, or it's not leading to success. You're thinking about how much of a failure it is, or how stuck you are because of the circumstances, what happened that is external of your doing, or, you know, of what happened around this situation. It's like it's come to a halt, and you're thinking about that, how it stopped, and it's not picking back up. Okay, in your heart, you got the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So you're healing about this situation. It's been really hard on you. That's what I'm getting, because you're still thinking about it, but in your emotions, it's a little bit better than it was. It's still hard to, you know, think about it still, because I think this was a very significant relationship for you, and it is still difficult, but you're in process of healing. Okay, so this is much better energy when this card is reversed. With the Knight of Wands in your intentions, you might want to have a more steady feeling of motivation for the future, but it's not always the case. It might be because you're still angry at that person, what they've done to you, or how things went because of what they did or what they said. You're really trying to you want to work on that, gaining back that motivation, that feeling of passion in your life, to be able to, find something that speaks to your heart and soul. And here for now it's about, retrieving that, okay? Because right now there are still some ups and downs. I think this is because you're still thinking about what didn't work. In your actions, you got the Lovers. So here you're gonna make some good choices. You're gonna open up to love with this card in the upright, something that is good for you on the long term. This is about choosing you and not choosing what is good only on the short term. You might date some people and it doesn't lead anywhere. You might need to do that. Maybe it's like a rebound kind of relationship, but by it will help you open up. You will, in the end, you will open up to love and look for that one person that is really meaningful to you, who is gonna be better than that last person that you thought was your all. You're gonna find better than that. That's the feeling I'm getting. You're opening up to that now because you're still healing, but I think you're trying to decide like what to do with your life now. The overall energy for the reading is the Hierophant. So this is talking about your values, your commitments. It could be talking about marriage as well. So maybe you were supposed to marry that person, or maybe you were married to that person. It was a pretty significant relationship, and it deeply hurt you. But here you're looking at what is important to you. You come out of this situation, taller, with your head held high and really stronger than before. You learned a lot through this. This is a card of learning as well. But I feel that you want to look for that person that's gonna be on the same value levels as you. That are gonna someone who's gonna match you, okay, for love. And you're gonna be opening up to that, maybe looking at your values, opening up to that, and applying, when dating new people, you're gonna look for that special person. With the High Priestess, you're gonna really let your intuition guide you to make your choices, okay? You might keep your feelings and intuition to yourself as well, but you really feel guided. This is a very spiritual couple as well. I'm just saying that. So you might feel like finding someone you feel spiritually connected to as well, because you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse there, because you've been deeply hurt in love. You gave your love to the wrong type of person. The past person really hurt you, and now you want to have not just love but a very strong spiritual connection, someone that really suits you in love and in your soul. You want that, very big connection with someone. Okay, so I'm feeling that you might date other people and to leave that situation in the past, but really concentrate on finding that one person that's gonna be just right for you. Okay, so that's what I got for you, my dear Sagittarius. If it resonated, I hope oh, I'm not finished. What am I saying? Yeah, you're oh my god. your guidance, okay? So I don't know, I'm gone completely in another world there. So back to your guidance. Number 24, grace. It says the frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve toward a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human essence. Okay, so grace, this is number 24. 2 is about you and your higher self, or your feminine and masculine working together in a balanced way. And 4 is about finding that balance, that solid base on which you can build your life. Okay, and it's through the changes of life. Grace is always going to help you find that balance, find that grounding, that base you can build on. Okay, so grace is going to really help you, and grace is really reminding me of the Swan's Lake, because you know, this is a very graceful play, and here that's what you need to do. Maybe you can be inspired by that play, but grace is really about adaptation and, you know, flowing freely, and whatever happens to you, it kind of glides over you. It's not affecting you as much, but you're still learning, you're still taking the curve on what is going on. So here it is telling you that grace is going to help you to be more in contact with your higher self, and to be able to adapt to any situation that happens to you, or that happens for you, I should say. Okay, and if you wish to embody this energy, if you feel that you're not, you can always meditate on this card visually by making a screenshot. Okay, and here grace is gonna help you be graceful in this situation. And then the advice you got from the Secret Garden card, you got release, lighten your load. So let that past go. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to forget. Forgetting is not about forgiving, it's about just lightening your load. So because as long as you still think about this situation, and you know, you're still gonna hold on to that pain, not moving forward and all that, and you need to go along with your life. You know, that happened, it taught you something very important, and now you know what to look for in your future. So let go of that, you know, emotionally, spiritually, let go, let it flow out of your mind, you know, and focus more on what is actually happening for you now. Okay, so let go of that past. Okay, if your person is stuck, that's their problem, it's not yours. You are responsible for your happiness, your future here. Okay, so lighten your load. And next, from the Moonology card, you got your commitment is being tested at the first quarter moon. So this is about making the first steps of you know, showing that you are committed to yourself, on what you want. First, be clear. Always be clear before you do anything. Always be clear on your goals, or where you want to go, who you want to become, and what you want to be in your life. So this is about testing your commitment. Maybe it's difficult to move on. Here maybe, you know, the other person is showing themselves as being sad or something, or but don't go back into that if it's not for you, you know, if it's too hurtful. Just, you know, commit to yourself, commit to your happiness. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, this was a great lesson, but now it's empowering you to make a better future. So your commitment is being tested right now. Let go of that past gracefully, release it all, and move forward towards what is meant for you, something that you want, and be clear on what you want. Okay, so here is your message for your guidance. So now we're getting to the end of this reading. So I hope this guidance helped you guys, and if it didn't resonate, please look at your other signs, as I said. And I hope that it helped you tremendously if this was your situation. If it wasn't, send a good some good vibes to those who actually relate to this. Okay, so now I'm sending you lots of love, lots of good vibes, and I'm gonna talk to you soon.